Hello there friends! It's been a long time since I've posted a video for you. It's a rare case for me to take breaks for a week, but there was a complete lull on the pro scene. So today, what Valve did there with CSGO, pro players are waiting for changes in the map pool, and of course, a bunch of reshuffles info and news just for you. Let's get to it! So, let's start with the official reshuffles, and we have a lot of them here. Firstly, EG continues to act weird. You probably remember that they got 3 teams and 15 people. They kind of sorted everything out with the main team, took Nealon, which will be very interesting. But considering the second composition, those that were Carpe Diem before, the roster had to be put together from what was left. As a result, they transferred Rush and Stanislaw here. Well, it's obvious that EG has its own vision of all this. And it seems like something similar is happening in Big. A few months ago, the Germans transferred Quito to their academy. Then for a short moment, he became a coach within the organization, apparently gained experience, and now they decided to do the same with Tizian. As a result, Quito was returned to the main roster and Tizian will remain in the club, but now taking a new role, and it is not yet reported which one. People in the comments are already joking that he will have to go by the same path, through the academy and coaching. It's a very strange approach, but maybe it will work out. Fnatic also presented their new lineup. Over the past 6 months, they have already rebuilt their composition a bunch of times, and so far they have settled on the following option. Nikodas, Roy, Mezzi as captain, Crims, and a newcomer, Fasher. To be honest, it doesn't look that intimidating at all, but who knows what it will turn out to be. In any case, as long as there is Crims in the team, it seems to be all safe. Well, and today I would like to tell you about the amazing Sell Your Skins site, where you can, as the name implies, sell your skins at a very good price. And most importantly, you'll have a way not to spend a lot of money on withdrawal commissions. And the most important thing is that any payment method is supported, from ordinary cards to cyber cash. So, in general, choose what is more convenient for you. And then the magic just happens. You log into your Steam account, choose the skins that you want to sell, without forgetting to enter my promo code so that the deal is even more profitable by 3%. Then, you withdraw your money and happily buy yourself an ice cream or whatever you'd like, because the process takes a matter of seconds. There's also a referral system. If you bring a friend by your code, you will receive 2% of his sales. So, feel free to visit Sell Your Skins using my link from the pinned comment and quickly go sell the unnecessary junk in your inventory. Thank you for watching the ad, and we're moving on! Another of the official news is that Sum Young remains in Navi at least until Major. This was stated by the organization itself on Twitter. I think hardly anyone doubted it, but now everything is at least official. In the meantime, we have another news about reshuffles. Relatively recently, Edward announced his return to CSGO World. He put together a lineup with Bondic, and so they decided to conquer the pro scene just like in the good old days. They even played a couple of matches and nothing foreshadowed trouble, but here, literally in an instant, the squad has fallen apart. It turned out that Foster was invited to another team, so he agreed, and that way he was immediately kicked out. By the way, the same team mentioned before was the updated Namiga. Alex also decided to quickly get off the Titanic and switched to B8. So that's how the story of the new Edwards team ended without even having a proper begging. But his other news story begins. The other day, the developers officially released the Tuscan in Workshop, and now everyone can play on it. They even left an Easter egg in honor of that legendary Edwards ace with USP. In the same place you can find 5 bottles with the sign of headshots. So cool that they haven't forgotten the legend. And now we are waiting for Valve to add this map to matchmaking, and maybe even to the official map pool. By the way, there is generally a whole concilium formed on Twitter among pro players. Using the overall hype mood of the upcoming major update and the possible announcement of Source 2, the players also decided to add fuel to the fire and began to provoke the audience. For those who do not know yet, already on August 21st, CSGO will be celebrating a 10-year anniversary, and there are a bunch of rumors and various insiders that Valve is preparing something really large for this date. Someone says that Source 2 will be presented. The others are sure that there will be just some kind of event, maybe a new operation or something. But in the pro community, all of a sudden, everyone began to talk about the fact that Valve was preparing an update of the map pool. Nico wrote, "Some savage updates coming." Klopsky also asked to bring an update as soon as possible. Others talked more about the map pool. By the way, it was all because of yesterday's night's update, where Valve didn't really do anything serious. They removed the capsules from the major and everything like that. And as a result, the servers have been crashed for several hours. Neither Faceit nor matchmaking worked. Many pro players even tweeted that they needed to train, and Valve wouldn't allow them to do it. And then many suspected that the servers crashed for some reason. Maybe the developers are testing something or preparing something big. So a real flash mob started on Twitter, where pro players were deciding which map was better to leave and which one to remove. Hobbit suggested removing the Mirage and adding the Cobblestone. Hunter generally asked to get rid of the nuke or the overpass. Basically, of course, everyone wrote about Vertigo, but Navi players arranged their own mess among themselves. First, Bit wrote under Hobbit's post that there is no need to remove the Mirage. But Sum Young does not agree with this and said that this is the worst map in CS. Then they switched to the Ancient altogether, and you'd think that was the end of it. Until s1mple stepped in. He wrote, "All the people who think that Mirage should be removed know nothing about CS. Sum Young still has a chance to understand that it's the best map for outplaying your opponent, win eco rounds, etc. And that's not as easy to win 2 vs 5 like on Inferno B site. I just want Train back. I have no clue why they removed this fucking great map, great on T and CT side." Write in the comments what you would add and what you would remove. It will be interesting to read. Well, and the culmination of all this was s1mple's tweet directly to Valve and their official CSGO account. After all these failures with many hours long downtime on servers, he wrote, "Hey Valve, just give me few millions so I will make your game better, not only professionally but also for players who rarely log in and want to enjoy the game. Not kidding, at least your numbers will grow. You can't even fix brightness bug in the game, come on." It is a pity that the developers did not respond. But maybe one day Elon Musk will. Remember how s1mple invited him to play? And just imagine guys, Elon will buy out CSGO and give Sanya an opportunity to run it under his control. That would be a well-played decision. No cap. Well, why not? We have seen him as the top one s1mple. We have seen him as the winner of the major too. But there's no developer s1mple yet. In any case, yesterday by the evening everything seemed to have returned to normal state. Well, there are still 11 days until the 21st of August. I feel that the level of provocative info in the social networks will grow drastically. So, and we still have some news left for us to discuss. Yesterday, Misuta officially left Vitality, so again all the rumors were confirmed. Although they have not yet announced who will become the new player. But as for Misuta, according to Nell, he and NBC will move to Falcons, who plan to remove Kios and Kyojin. So that makes a new French dream team. Another French super team is preparing in Heat. They put Lucky on the bench and Jax should come in his place soon. And finally, touching the topic of the reshuffles, we will talk about the fact that ENCE removed Hades from the lineup. Also a very obvious replacement. Who will come in his place is not yet clear, but there are rumors that it could be S1MPLE from Movistar Riders. And then in fact, all the top teams will already be equipped. The only thing left is to deal with Vitality and their negotiations with Sphinx. But so far there are no news about it. Well, what about G2? They still haven't officially presented their new lineup, but they have already left to join the bootcamp. I wonder why keep everything a secret if everyone knows everything anyways. The pro community continues to hate HooXi in the place of a captain. That's what Thorin says. This is a strange decision. I can't understand it. I can't even believe it. Yes, it has not been officially announced yet, but as G2, a large organization, they have to publicly tell who is to take responsibility for this decision. Is it Carlos? Maybe it's Nico? Or Xdos? This is strange. There's simply no point in these substitutions. How was it even an option to replace HooXi with HooXi at all? I have already said once that Nico's desire to get rid of Kerrigan by replacing him with Zist was wrong. Zist is a legend. And who is HooXi? This is a worse version of HooXi. Yanko, Nico's best friend, even agrees with Thorin in some ways. I would leave HooXi. That would be the best solution. At the same time, it is clear that when too many people disagree on something, then changes are just necessary. Perhaps we had a misunderstanding with the coach. I saw information that G2 was considering Alex to take the place of captain. Most likely, Xdos offered him as an option based on his experience and vitality. The problem is that in Fnatic, Alex did not show a stable result. How to evaluate his current strength? I like that G2 chose HooXi. It's hard to make a mistake with the Danish captain. Using the example of FaZe, we see that such players who do not have high level of shooting successfully exist in star teams. You just need to get your teammates to work and give the right instructions. If HooXi succeeds in doing this, then good statistics are not needed. Friends, what do you think about HooXi? Is it a good option or a terrible one? We are waiting for the start of the blast. There is a little more than a week left. Then there will be too much of CS news coming in. Alright guys, see you soon!